Please remember to like, subscribe, comment and share. Would you love to know the best antioxidants for skin care? If so, you're not alone. If you're like most people, you probably want to know what it's like to have healthy, smooth, glowing skin. What if I told you there was a quick, easy and affordable way to have the stunning, healthy skin you've always wanted? That's why today, I'm delighted to share with you my brand new find that is capable of giving you youthful, smooth and glowing skin. I know that may sound unbelievable, but in a moment you'll see how it all works, so just keep watching. Shop Freemart Hydration Drops have helped thousands of people finally end their search for a quality antioxidant skin care product. Shop Freemart Hydration Drops could be the answer you are looking for too. Here's how it works. Free radicals are atoms with unpaired electrons. According to the free radical theory, radicals damage cells in an organism, causing aging. Mitochondria, regions of the cell that manufacture chemical energy, produce free radicals and are the primary sites for free radical damage. By eliminating free radicals from cells through genetic means and dietary restriction, laboratories have extended the maximum age of laboratory animals. A cloud of electrons surrounds the nucleus of an atom. These electrons exist in pairs, but occasionally an atom loses an electron, leaving the atom with an unpaired electron. The atom is then called a free radical, or sometimes just a radical, and is very reactive. When cells in the body encounter a radical, it causes destruction in the cell. Constant radical damage eventually kills the cell. When radicals kill or damage enough cells in an organism, the organism ages. The production of radical oxygen, the most common radical, occurs mostly within the mitochondria of a cell. Mitochondria are small membrane-enclosed regions of a cell that produce the chemicals a cell uses for energy. Mitochondria accomplish this task through a mechanism called the electron transport chain. In this mechanism, electrons are passed between different molecules and with each pass, produce useful chemical energy. Oxygen occupies the final position in the electron transport chain. Occasionally, the passed electron incorrectly interacts with oxygen, producing oxygen in radical form. The primary site of radical oxygen damage is mitochondrial DNA, mtDNA. Every cell contains an enormous set of molecules called DNA, which provide chemical instructions for a cell to function and reproduce. This DNA is found in the mitochondria and in the nucleus of the cell, which serves as the command center of the cell. The cell fixes much of the damage done to nuclear DNA. However, mitochondrial DNA, mtDNA, cannot be readily fixed. Therefore, extensive mtDNA damage accumulates over time and shuts down mitochondria, causing cells to die and the organism to age. Protection of mtDNA from radicals slows aging in laboratory animals. Some laboratories have produced fruit flies that live 1/3 longer than normal fruit flies. These labs genetically altered the fruit flies to produce more natural antioxidants. Antioxidants are molecules that eliminate radicals, so elevated levels of antioxidants prevent much of the mtDNA damage done by radicals. Other labs severely restricted the food intake of laboratory rats, causing a 50% increase in maximum lifespan compared to rats allowed to eat freely. The mitochondria of starved rats are not provided with enough material to function at full capacity. Therefore, the electron transport chains in mitochondria of the starved rats pass fewer electrons. With fewer electrons passed, fewer oxygen radicals are produced, so aging slows. One main problem with the free radical theory is the failure of antioxidants administered, as dietary supplements, like vitamins E and C, to significantly increase maximum lifespan. Proponents of the radical theory believe that dietary antioxidants, unlike natural antioxidants produced by cells, do not reach mitochondrial DNA, leaving this site susceptible to radical attack. Interestingly, even though supplemental antioxidants fail to increase maximum lifespan, they do increase the chances of living to the maximum lifespan. This may be due to antioxidant protection of other parts of the cell, like cellular proteins and membranes, from radical damage. The goal of all research on the free radical theory is to slow aging and increase maximum lifespan. The achievements so far are astounding. Increasing the lifespan of fruit flies and rats is an impressive feat. Despite such success, no practical applications of the theory have been perfected. Genetic alteration is both controversial and difficult for humans. Starvation, while lengthening lifespan, is an unappealing alternative. Dietary antioxidants fail to increase maximum lifespan. However, the production of radicals and their role in aging is well understood. Perhaps the single greatest factor in the search for longevity is hydration. Death actually comes as a result of dehydration. Shop Freemart Hydration Drops could be the long-lost fountain of youth and is by far the best antioxidant skin care product you will find for getting your cells hydrated. Shop Freemart is a new philosophy in business that includes a free-to-join membership club with profit sharing that sets us apart from all other companies. Membership is required in order to purchase products and membership is free. Members share in company profits, there is never an obligation to purchase products, and we don't have any chargeable auto shipments. Our goal at Shop Freemart is to develop lifelong relationships, based upon integrity and giving real value to our members. We search for products that are extremely pure and highly concentrated, in order to give our members the best product experience possible. Then we add value by educating members in the area of nutrition and the 4 major causes of disease. Understanding the causes of a disease can help people make better decisions about how to take care of themselves, in order to enjoy optimum health. To find out more, contact the person who showed you this video, or click the link in the description below, and let us help you get the best antioxidant skin care you deserve. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment and share.